everybody, and welcome back to K17 Reactions. I'm your host Jimmy, and just to give you a reminder out here what this channel is all about, I have three different goals that I set out on this channel. One is to try to expose younger generations to the music from when I was growing up, which I consider to be the greatest era of music, and that is the 1970s and the 1980s. Some of you may agree with that, some of you don't, but hey, there was some great music that came out in those eras. The second thing is, and I've had some success with this so far, is playing some songs from those same eras and having people my age or somewhere around my age that heard this song for the first time in quite some time, and they've reminisced about where they were or what they think about when they hear the song and so forth. And that was the second goal. And the third goal, and the goal that I'm working on today, is hearing new music, stuff I've never heard before. And I know a lot of you, that's the biggest reason that you listen to reaction channels, is to hear blind first-time reactions. So I was looking up here while I'm talking. I was looking up, let's see if I can find it. Well, I'm not putting my eyes on it. But what I was looking for, oh, there it is right there. Tina Patterson 5022 is the one that suggested this song from today. And it is Disturbed. Again, this will be my second look at Disturbed. I have watched the heck out of Sound of Silence by them. Just phenomenal. Both the live version on Conan, which is the one I reacted to, and I went back and watched the video version of it as well. And just, man, what a powerful, powerful controlled voice that David, and I blanked on his last name, but that he has leading that group there. So today's song is going to be Disturbed's Hold On to Memories. I had several people request this one of which was, again, Tina Patterson. Thank you very much for this request. And as I'm going into it, I am giving myself an IV infusion of antibiotics. I know this looks weird, and my 20 years in the medical field, we didn't have these back in those days. But this actually has the medication in it. I don't have to have it up. I can have it down. I can have it below my arm and everything. But this ball will gradually start to shrivel, and it'll look like something else. But since I'm hoping that I have younger people tuning into this channel as well, I won't say what it looks like. But really interesting. Infusion ball, what they call it. So I figured, since I have to sit here for about an hour and have that thing infused, I might as well do a reaction. So if you like what I'm doing here on the channel, please drop down and hit the like button. Also share, comment, and subscribe. Every bit of that helps the channel, and every bit of that is greatly appreciated by me. If you want to help support the channel, down in the description there's a few ways you can do that, but never any obligation or expectations. It's just there if you want it. So, saying every bit of that, let's get into, for the first time, Hold On to Memories by Disturbed.
Everyone, the time will come when all of us say goodbye. Feel that aching in your heart, leaving you broken inside. But we're never really gone, as long as there's a memory in your mind. So now go do the best things in life. Take a bite of this world while you can. Make the most of the rest of your life. there is little time. And don't let it break your heart. I know it feels hopeless sometimes, but they're never really gone as long as there's a memory in your mind. So now go do the best things in life. Take a bite of this world while you can. Make the most of the rest of your life. Make a ride of this world while you can. And hold on to memories. Hold on to every moment to keep them alive. The world's greatest tragedy, souls who are not remembered cannot survive.
I like the way he has that portrayed, talking about those that you've lost, and initially just had the white mask with the name written on it, really looking like a sad, somber sight, and talking about enjoying life and everything, and going back and remembering the ones that have gone before us. But remembering with all this paint and the glitter and the flowers and everything, to take these masks and make them look joyful. So you're remembering the joy you had with this person during their life. I think that's a very, very cool symbolism there. So let's get back and see what he has to say next. I like the flowers in the eyes here. Petey, a puppy dog.
So now go do the best things in life. Bring the fight to this world while you can. Make the most of the rest of your life. Shine your light on this world while you can. And hold on to memories. Hold on to every moment to keep them alive. The world's greatest tragedy, souls who are not remembered cannot survive. And hold on to memories. Hold on to every moment to keep them alive. Keep them alive. The world's greatest tragedy, souls who are not remembered cannot survive.
Wow, I really like the contrast here between the sound of silence, which I think really, of course, it focused on a classic song, but I think it focused on more of his entire range of musical talent, what he could do with his voice and everything, and how it could be so light and gentle at the beginning, and how just powerful and gruff it could be at the end of that song. Whereas this one, I think, showed just a different type of his singing ability. It's still a very strong, but it's more of a lighthearted pace through the entirety of the song. And again, I've just for anybody who may be watching me for the first time, I know nothing about music. I can't carry a tune in a bucket. I don't play an instrument. So if I say things that sound like I'm kind of fumbling around for words, I am, because I don't know a lot of the actual terminology and everything. What I know is little pieces I'm picking up from watching other reactors talk about this stuff. But great song. I really liked it. I pulled up the words, the lyrics to the song, just because I was looking for one word, and where he said, make the most of the rest of your life, make a ride of this world while you can. I wanted to make sure I heard that word right, that make a ride of this world as you can. Reminds me of another reaction that I did either yesterday or the day before. Chris Ledoux, country singer, I did his song The Ride that somebody had requested, and it was just kind of interesting. He was talking about that ride, about getting on a horse for the first time and everything, but at the same time using that as an analogy for living life to the fullest and so forth. And I thought that was kind of interesting that he turned around and used kind of the same word for a similar meaning in this song. But great song. Tina, thank you very much for requesting that song. If you're wondering, I don't know if you could see the creases and everything in that ball. That's just where it's deflating, and this thing will wind up be completely deflated when all the medicine goes in. I just thought that was really interesting, and I'm one of these people that I like details about things, and since I was a paramedic for 20 years, I love the medical field, love everything medical, and so yeah, I'll probably on occasion just give you completely what my ex-wife called, she said I was a fountain of useless information. So since I'm a fountain of useless information, I'll just let it flow out to you guys every so often. So saying every bit of that, how about if I end this video, something I've never done before, how about with a joke? And this joke is about 3 women who escaped prison. And so they're on the run and so forth. You got 2 brunettes and a blonde. So you can probably see where this is going, and I'll just throw a disclaimer out here. I was blonde growing up. All the gray and everything came in my 20s, but I was blonde early on, so I feel like I have a right to tell this joke. But these 3 women, convicts, prisoners, they escaped and they're on the run. And after running for several hours, they come across this old deserted farmland, and they go into the barn there to kind of rest and figure out what they're going to do next. Well, after a while of being there, they hear a car outside. So they go and they peek out, and here comes a police car driving up towards the barn. So they're freaking out. They're like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And finally, one of the girls noticed on the floor that there was these 3 burlap sacks. So they said, hey, let's each get into one of these burlap sacks and hide there. So they all climbed in a burlap sack and was laying there on the floor. And they hear the door of the barn open up, and they hear another voice from farther out say, do you see anything? And the officer that was inside there said, no, I don't see anybody. I said, I just see these burlap sacks laying on the floor. And the officer outside said, well, go over there and make sure they're not hiding in them. So the officer goes over to the first bag that has a brunette in it, and he kicks it, and that brunette goes, woof, woof. And the officer says, oh, ain't nothing but a stupid dog in this one. So he goes over to the next one with the brunette in it, and he kicks it, and she goes, meow, meow. And the officer says, oh, ain't nothing but a stupid cat in this one. So he goes over to the bag with the blonde in it, and he kicks it, and she goes, "Potato." Hopefully that made you laugh. If it didn't, then let me know in the comments, and I'll never tell another joke on here. So, saying every bit of that, getting all this behind us, let me just say this and try to be encouraging to you that no matter what this world throws in front of you, no matter the stumbling blocks it places before you, just remember this, that there is a friend out there. There's one friend out there who sticks closer than a brother always. All you have to do is ask him to be with you, and he will. Until next time.